About game time, bring the pain time.
These are the games you have to win to be taken.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready. Hola, welcome to Noche Latina on NBA. Well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, B.A., I made it 19 years in the league, and at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Here's more. Cut X from downtown.
Yeah. A versatile player, Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Moore in at the 4. And so Hero will bring it up for the Suns. It's a three-point game. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, B.A. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there." I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome.
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie. Now off the inbound. And Booker with the jam. First quarter of play, a minute in. Walker against Booker. Fires from the corner. Nice shot by Walker.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Moore. Here's Booker. Kicks it to Hero. Puts up a 3. He can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And so it's Phoenix with it, following the score by Los Angeles. No good with the triple. Outside Walker. Shot on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Walker's got 6 points.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Pulls it from 20. A nice shot by Booker.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Walker. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Takes it inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game now.
At the line for the Lakers, Walker taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. And both free throws good for Walker. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Mobo. Covered by Duren. Here's Mobo. 6 to shoot. No good on the 3. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 10 points for him.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Pass to Mobo. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Moore. Offline with a 3. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Walker. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
The Suns have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Booker can't get it to go. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-2 run here. Booker against Walker. Shoots over Booker. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Walker's got 16 points now.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Both teams will make some. Suns making a change here.
D up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
And we're a little over 1.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Mobo, guarded by Doncic. Here's Moore. And the three-pointer goes. Moore's got his second basket on the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
On the floor for Phoenix. They've got Todd, and it's Hero in at the 1 spot.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He ended up with 58 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Mobo can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Pass to Moore. Here's Mobo. Here's Todd. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Hero left side. Just 5 to shoot. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pulls up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. There's a screen. Hero on the wing. Lets a 3 fly, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Hero against Walker. There's the triple. The shot comes out. Suns trail by 16. Pass to Mobo. Hero outside. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Outside Walker. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Walker's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It'll count. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5. And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
They've got Luka Doncic. Okoro is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Walker, and it's Duren in at the 5. That's the Laker 5.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Walker against Booker. From downtown, the shot that time not on target.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Walker's shot is off. And so Hero will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Guarded by Doncic. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Hero. There's the three. Duren with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Walker. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Walker's got 36 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Shot clock at 6. The 17-footer. And it's in. Off the glass. Walker's got 38 points.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Oh, power it down, Devin.
Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Booker against Walker. Shoots over Booker. Here's Duren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Moore. Now here's Booker. Lets it go. Off target with the open look.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Drops in the 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. 1:27 left in the third quarter, and that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul. Walsh is checked in for Eason.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Wells. Here's Mobo. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Back to Walker. Takes the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
I just love the ball movement.
Booker against Walker. Will it go? And Booker hits from deep. Booker's got 9.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Walker. No good that time. Excellent D there from Booker. Here's Wells. Guarded by Okoro. Wells, the pass to Booker. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-5 run. Fires in the triple. Walker's got 49 in the game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, Booker sees how they're defending him and just takes what's there.
It's Walker on the wing. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a gigantic. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
I dropped the top on the 6th Street. Fly in my eyes, she didn't envy me.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Another day, another win. Good work. Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Wolves?
Well, game time.
Facing one of the
Game
heavyweights
time.
tonight.
Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And the Nugget will look to use it. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ah, we love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got McGee. Walker out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. And with that, let's go over to DA with a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Like everyone else, MP is focused on his big matchup against Nikola Jokic. He knows the MVP race could be altered with this game. I asked him about Jokic, and he told me the Joker is special. His BBIQ is off the charts. It's Einstein level. He's thinking 3, 4, maybe 5 moves ahead. High praise from his fellow MVP candidate. Guys?
Well said. That is high praise indeed. Those two both play, David, high-level basketball, and it is fun to watch. Walker with a screen for Irving, fires for 3, and another miss by Denver.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Can they get it? They get the rebound. Pass to Payne from outside the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Walker against Wilson. Walker goes in and finished off by Walker. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
4 on the clock. It's stolen by Duren. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Okoro. 11 points for Walker.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Irving passes to Payne. Back to Irving. The shot comes out. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Walker. And finished off by Walker.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Outside Wilson. Denver passing it around. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great defense that time from Duren.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Outside, Walker. They need this. Rebounded by the Lakers. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A different look for Denver. Perkins is checked in for Jokic. Buzelis comes in for Payne. And Christian Brown subbed in for Walker. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Pass to Buzelis. Wilson with it. Over Doncic. And another miss by Denver. Eason with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 16-point game. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Shot's good by Walker.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Murray. He's out there with Walker. And it's Walsh in at the 3 spot. The Nuggets trail by 21. Irving looking over the floor. Inside, Brown. It's rebounded by Walsh. Los Angeles has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against the Spurs was on a mission. He scored an incredible number of points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Stolen by Walker. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Lets the 3 fly, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as we march through the end of March, a chance now to look through the power rankings. Taking a look at Philadelphia, they ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they believed they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Here's Wilson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Wilson's got 5.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Irving against Walker. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Pass to Irving. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The kick out to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. There's Walker with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 41.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Wilson the pass to Brown. Down low, here's Jokic. Eason grabs the board. The Lakers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
From deep, Walker. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Walker. 51 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Walker's got 46 points. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nuggets. Outside Wilson. Back to Irving. To end the run, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Inspiring display of imagination. Irving simply creates ways to finish.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Payne's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Duren, he's checked in for Tari Eason. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field.
Clearly a foul.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Wilson against Walker. Wilson inside. Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side to Walker. The layup off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this.
Welcome.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Los Angeles Lakers.
This has been a...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Payne out there with Walker. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Wilson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Jokic. To the inside. Rejected by Walker.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Just two to shoot. There's Walker with the three.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Walker against Wilson. Walker in the post, and Walker throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
To the paint, here's Wilson. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Cans it from downtown.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance. Last game, same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Wilson's got 8 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Now Walker. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Wilson the pass to Irving. And here's Jokic. Pass to Walker. Back to Jokic. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Got it It's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Stolen by McGee. And a dunk by Walker.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Nuggets have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And the professor picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Christian Brown's checked in for Denver. Here's Irving. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Walker against Irving. With the teardrop and the layup by Walker.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Wilson. Back to Irving. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Kicks it out to Wilson. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Here's Irving. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here's Walker outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Outside Irving. The Nuggets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
2.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Walker looking for an opening. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Murray out there with Walker. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Walsh in at the small forward. Murray for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Golick. Brooks grabs the board.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Here's Golick, guarded by Walker. A nice shot by Brown.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
And they sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Yeah, MP.
go-to activity.
Well, you know, I've been doing a bit of indoor. I love it.
Even Shaq could dominate a game on offense like that. This is it, the playoffs. Time to turn it up. Season starts now.
It's Game 6 of the West.
Welcome to Game 6 of the Western Conference. Taking a look at New Orleans. Their season is teetering on the brink, needing a win here at home to force a decisive Game 7.
So true, B.A. I mean, this is almost already a Game 7 for them. It's all or nothing time, and these fans are amped up for it. When you get this close to the finals, you're not holding anything back.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Okoro, Luka Doncic is out there with Walker. Then there's Jalen Duren, and it's McGee in at the four-man spot. Here's Bolden. Here's Kennedy. Duren with a rebound.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Walker. Over James. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. shot's blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Bolden, the pass to Zubac. Blocked again!
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Walker for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Kennedy's shot is good.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Outside Walker. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. A good-looking shot from the wing. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Bolden. Parker outside. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Here's Kennedy. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
And it's Walker off the drive. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night. The first free throw is good. And Los Angeles making a change here. Eason's checked in. And he can't hit the second. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here's James. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from James. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Walker for 3. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And here's New Orleans now, following the score by the Lakers. Parker outside. Oh, McGee with the block. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Pelicans trail by 9. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Bolden to stop the run. Hauled in by McGee.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Walker. That one drops for him. Walker's got 14 points for the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. DeJounte Murray's checked in for Walker. And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been Both teams making substitutions here. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So it's Los Angeles now. Walker for 3. It's the trifecta. He's got 17.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Here's Christie, defended by Murray. Tipped. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Walker. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Christie to halt the run. And that one is stuffed right through.
Making a bit of a statement. Murphy to the rack.
Los Angeles leading by 15. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Walker. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Christie. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. They set a pick. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This Game 6 getting started. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
We've got Trey Murphy, and it's Kennedy in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And there it is for him.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Christie, 3-pointer. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Sharp against Walker. Shoots. And it falls all over the rim and in. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Los Angeles leading by 16. And a missed layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in, and the bucket is good.
Oh, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for New Orleans. Zubats, he's checked in for Wade. And James is subbed in for Sharp. McGee, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Okoro comes in for Eason. Nice shot by Walker.
First 3 of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Pass to Christie. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Christie's got his second basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Pelicans trail by 16. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Another miss. He's 2 for 4.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Walker for 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to James. To the wing on the left. And it's Kennedy missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight. Well, that was clearly a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. The first one falls. Some changes for Los Angeles. Eason's checked in for Walsh. And Luka Doncic subbed in for DeJounte Murray. And both free throws good for Walker. Pelicans trail by 21. James outside. A shot to stop the run. And he sinks the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Walker against James. Fires from 14. And the shot no good. A bit short.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Bolden. Guarded by Kuro. Pass to Christie. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Duren, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Number 0, James Duren.
1:10 left in the second period. James passes to Christie. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball. And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Bolden. No points so far. Christie's shot is off.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Nice shot by Walker.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Walker's shot is off. Here's Bolden. With 1 on the clock. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to our Game 6 coverage. A big lead through the first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
Looking at the scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans. Things not looking great, trailing big. How do they rally back?
Oh, you're asking me? I don't know. I'll give it to Coach Kenny over there. Who you got, Jet?
Well, this is where pride has to kick in. Down in the series, backs against the walls. Are you going to pack it in, or do you want to battle?
That is the question. Men or mice? Got to stick with it. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Walker. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Okoro is out there with Duren. And it's McGee in at the power forward. James passes to Zubac. Off with the layup. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Walker into the lane. And the jam by Walker.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And here's New Orleans now. James passes to Zubac. Here's Kennedy. Walker covering. Here's Bolden. Off target with the three. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Parker outside. Pass to Kennedy. Here's Bolden. Guarded by Okoro. Bolden, the pass to Parker. 5 on the clock. No good from outside.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Outside Walker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, with the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Pass to Kennedy. Here's Bolden. Parker outside. James outside. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. James has got 6.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Outside Walker. And he makes it on the layup.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Parker outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Clock at 6. Here's Bolden, guarded by Okoro. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Lakers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Sinks the tray.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Doncic against James. Pass to Kennedy from the arc. Is rebounded by Okoro.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
1:52 left in the third. Outside Walker. This one for three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Bolden. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And Walker's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Another bucket! Wow!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. James, outside. Pass to Kennedy. Shoots over Walker. Got a hand on it. Now the Lakers moving it up. Good. He hits again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Down low. Here's Kennedy. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Nice shot by Walker.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Here's Kennedy. Walker covering. And there's the rejection. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. He's feeling it. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Walker's got 59 points. Here's Kennedy. Walker covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Two.
And he drops the first. It's both from the stripe. Here's Walker. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Launches it. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And so it's Los Angeles building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so the Los Angeles Lakers take the series and will move on.
Well, this team tried and tested all season long and certainly deserving to be champions of the West. Credit the organization, the front office, the coaching staff, and of course the players, all the support from their families. A lot of sacrifices have to be made to get to this point.
Indeed, and now one final challenge for them to overcome. Maybe the biggest challenge they faced yet.
Yeah, and you know at this stage of the playoffs, it can get exhausting. But the energy they had to close out this series was incredible. They'll be carrying some serious momentum into the finals.
So for tonight, they'll celebrate being the Western Conference champions. But tomorrow, all attention on the NBA Finals. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the
straw that stirs the drink.